Hello, friends. We have just made some loan payments and look at the bank account. We are $4,000 negative. How did the bank let our account go that far negative? I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look at what our finances say. Construction cost. Loan payment $15,540. The interest $2,916. And we've already got $5,200 in production costs. Ooh. Well, what have we got over here? Let's look in here. Have we got some wood beams? Oh, look at that. We can go take those wood beams, nine pallets of wood beams. We'll be able to make the payment this month. And why do we have wood beams? Because we put 2 trees in the sawmill. Good morning, everybody, I guess. Wow, we made it through the first month, almost, sort of, kind of. So we got to dig ourselves out of this hole and make enough for the next payment. Wow, okay. I hope everybody's doing good today. Take you around what we did a little bit off camera here. Let's just see. First of all, is our silage ready here? It's almost half fermented. What about over here? Straw fermenting over here. We have some silage available. 27,000 liters. Let's see. Wait, where was... Oh, the garden's out here. Yeah, here we go. We haven't produced anything in the garden yet. Wow. We have, it's just not being output. Spawn, lettuce and tomatoes. What else are we actually producing? Are we just doing... Well, we got strawberries too. I'm probably standing in the way. Alright, 2 pallets of each of those. That's good, that's good. Oh, and let me tell you what we found over here. See all that flying around that car right there? Walter and I were looking around and see what trash we could start getting rid of out of here, and we kind of disturbed a beehive. Bees have made nests in our old car. So I think we're just going to leave that old car and collect the honey out of it. And here's a sawmill. We got more than those in there. We got those 6 plus 3 more inside. We got to start cleaning this shed up so we can start using it too. Man, oh man, a lot of work here. We'll get a little time to do it. Got this little rake for doing we cut the grass around the field we plowed, and we baled it up, and we put those bales up over here. We got swapped out that small square baler for a round baler. We're going to be handling more bales of hay that way. And you may be noticing something a little different here. We took out a tree right in this area, and we took out a tree right over here. It'll let us cut this grass in here a little easier. And let me tell you, this tree that was right here, just like this one right over here, it is huge. And it took me forever to drag it with the tractor. I had to cut it up into, keep cutting smaller and smaller pieces so I could actually be able to drag it. Well, let's see. It's September, huh? Let's go check on the, we should make a little money. We should get a cart here. We should have more than 38 liters of wool. And they're slowly eating the grass. Huh. Somebody else reported that this might be a problem. I did not mean to open that. Close the gate. There we go. May have a problem with this shed here. Let's see, what else? We've got the mower right there that we use to cut the grass around. And this is our tedder. And we will we'll be buying a nice windrower or leasing one when we need it. Okay, what do we need to do? We don't have any crops that are growing, but we do have some fields, I believe, that we need to plant. Yes. We're going to plant barley and wheat. So we need to go ahead and get those planted. And we will go from there. And if you notice that we're on 4-day months, kind of representing each day is a week of game time. We'll probably jump forward at least initially, several of those days at one time as we move forward. So what do we want to do? Oh yeah, we want to check our fields. So we got grass in this field over here, and this is where we're going to ultimately plant some sugar beets. This was the wheat field, right? Yeah. And this was the barley. Well, I think we're going to change that up a little bit. I think we're going to plant wheat there, barley here. And that would get us, it was wheat and barley, right? Oh, it doesn't show up in there. Wheat and barley. Oh, we can check another spot. We can look here. Barley, yes, and wheat. So, what do our fields need? They don't need plowing. They they're going to need some lime and some fertilizer. No two ways about it. So that's the first thing we need to do is we'll get the spreader, and we'll get the New Holland here, and then we'll go get our spreader, and then we'll take out I think it's got fertilizer in the spreader right now. We can take that out and load up some lime and see about getting these fields. Oh, you know what we didn't check on? We did not check on the coos, as they say around here. We may have to get them some feed. Well, they got some left for now. Okay, let's get back over here. Let's change out You know, I hope I have enough lime and fertilizer, or else I'm going to have to make a run to sell some lumber before that is not what I wanted it to do. Oh, that wasn't a good place to unload it. Let's try it here. Yeah, now we're getting the lime. Okay. Yep. Let's put our little map on so we make sure we're on our own property and everything. All right. Let's get steering assist going. Get you started there, and let's turn it on and let her rip. I think this lime spreader does a lot better job than the other one we were using. It doesn't seem to use as much. Take care of these fields, and then we'll take care of selling a few things so that we have some money in the bank. Some operating cash. Get these fields done up. I wish I had the money to lease or buy a mulcher to mulch this, but I still don't know, since we're playing precision farming. I don't know if mulching actually helps with the yield or not. I need to find out. Need to ask some other farmers about that. See what they say. Yeah, we may have enough to do both fields with what we have left over at the farm. I don't know. Alright, that was the headland. Oh, please. This is not that big of a area that we missed here, but we got to get it. We need our complete coverage. And just so you know, I am going to be updating my schedule and starting potentially starting a new series. I've already recorded the first episode of it. I probably need to go back and do a prequel for it, but the premise of it is it's in an Italian map, on an Italian map, new one just released, and small farm, and the challenge is to grow the small farm into to become a pasta king, to buy the pasta factory and make all the pastas, also to produce olive oil and tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese. Kind of an Italian theme of products there. And the goal is to have a net worth of over 100 million. And we start out with 100K and $1 million in debt. Kind of sounds familiar. And from there, we're just going to try to grow the farm. All we have to start with is some chickens as far as animals go. We have a canola field, a wheat field, and a olive grove. And that's what we have to get started. So that'll be coming soon, and if I'm going to be doing 3 series, then we'll have each one will be 2 days a week. I'll take 1 day a week off of the schedule. So I think this Kinlake series will be Mondays and Thursdays. Then my Argentina series will be Tuesdays and Fridays. And then the new series will be Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I hope that y'all tune in and find it interesting. I'm having fun with these kind of semi-serious challenges, I guess you could say. Self-challenge. And I hope that I'm able to produce content that you guys like. Oh, now you can see in this field we're going to have to do something about the stones eventually. We're just going to have to ignore them right now. We don't have much choice in the matter. We'll just have to deal with them when we can afford to. But those trees, I've never cut one of those and processed one of those. That's a chestnut tree, and they are just huge. I don't know if all of these are chestnut trees. I haven't really paid attention yet. But if they are, we can make quite a bit of money off of those. Yeah, I think we're going to have enough lime to cover all of this. We already did the fields that we're going to do the sugar beets in, but we got grass growing in it, so we'll have to do something there. And then our cedar, it puts down fertilize as it's putting the seeds down, so we'll get our fertilize taken care of in that pass. Talking about schedules and series and things, I don't know if y'all I'm kind of guessing that most of y'all came from the Homestead Survival Challenge, which a lot of you guys are familiar with the that challenge, and some of the people participating in that. You know, creator Crustu, he's joined Zorch Farms and Rusty Money Gaming, and they're doing a competitive multiplayer. And those guys, it's just one episode a week, but looks like they're having fun. They're kind of picking on each other and doing donuts in their fields with the tractors and stuff, and it's kind of funny. So if you like that kind of stuff, then I suggest you check out all three of their channels, and that's something else that's interesting, is watching one of those where you have it being recorded from three different perspectives, and and they're all on at the same time, obviously. So one's recording, and then you see one of the other ones in the background doing something, and you're like, what the heck are they doing? And then you go watch their video, and it's like, oh, I know what they're doing now. It's a lot of fun. I suggest that you check them out. Those guys are pretty cool. Excuse me. Yeah, and I want to say again, I really appreciate you guys that have subscribed and all of that kind of stuff. That this is a brand new channel for me, and I'm not a professional at this, but I enjoy playing the game, and I enjoy having you guys along and giving you talks. Sometimes I don't talk a whole lot. I'm trying to do better about that. But I do I do have I do enjoy it. Alright, we're down to 1 and a partial of those, okay? Now let's go get our... Oh wait, we don't need our fertilize. Not for this. Let's go move this over here. Put this back and let's get our cedar. Oh, excuse me. It's almost my bedtime. I'm gonna have to be this next week. I usually do my recordings in the morning, right after the kids get out of the house for school, before I have to start work. And I'm not going to be able to do that this week. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I hope that's enough seed. But my daughter is struggling in some classes, so she needs to go early for some tutoring. Okay. What are we looking for? We're gonna do wheat and barley. I think I said we would do I think this is a smaller field. Does it say 5 acres there, 6.8 acres there? Yeah, I'm going to do barley in the other one. So this first one I'll do wheat in. So I'm set for wheat. Let's get this big bad boy out of here. And here we go, planting wheat. These fields should be rolled afterwards, which would take care of the rocks at the same time, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that at this time. Later on, I might change what crops we're growing in here, but we've started with the wheat and barley. We're going to stick with those. The other field that we've got, we didn't it didn't have any crops in it at all. So I figured we would do the sugar beets as a money crop and as our cash crop, and we'll see about see what we're going to do in the future, because we got to make money. We've got to make some money to pay for this farm. I mean, I'm not gonna, there's a lot of wood I can cut off of this, but I'm not gonna cut so much off of it. It's not gonna be a logging series, you know. I like those big beautiful trees. The thing is that in the ones that I was cutting up near the house, they get in the way of the view when we're in the tractor, in the third person view. Nope, not that one. That one. And it makes it kind of hard to get the job done. So I'm also going to go ahead and up the time to 5 now that we've got our 4-day months. And we're not having to rush to get every single thing done that we need to get done. So that we can make that payment, which turns out with all the other costs that we had, we missed it by $4,200 this time. Phew. Well, at least we got the wood. And we got some veggies, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay. And like I said, I really don't want to add productions to this for like turning these grains into flour and then getting a bakery and doing the bread and all that. I think we're just going to try to make our farm work. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. But yeah, I'm just not going to use a lot of productions. I mean, we got our garden, and we got the sawmill. We're just, using that for supplemental. We'll just use it, clear out a few trees to be able to pay for a few things. We really need the farm to be able to produce to produce its income without relying on any kind of outside stuff like the forestry stuff and that kind of thing. So we'll see. I'll probably come back and plant some different trees. They won't be the chestnuts, I don't guess, but maybe I'll do that. But I kind of like a clean looking farm without a lot of trees and stuff. I mean, I don't mind the ones behind the back there. We'll probably take a few of those out if we need to. But I think I'm mainly going to take out these. I guess these are all chestnut trees in here around this one field. And just because they get in the way of viewing things when you get up close to them. And at some point, these are not huge fields, but they're big enough that at some point we may want to consider getting a bigger seeder. I don't think we would need like no 12 or 18 meter kind of contraption, but I think I'm not sure what the size of this one is, but something between a 6 and a 9 would be good. Oop, not there. Yeah, something between a 6 and a 9. I mean, if this is like a 3 or a 4, then a 6. A 9 would be huge for this, but a 6 would be good. I'm thinking that once we get through with this planting this field, we're going to have to go and purchase some more fertilize and some of the fertilizer and seeds, because we're it's going to take a lot to do this field at this rate. So we'll have to see what we end up with. Which is why I'm which is why I got the wood going and that kind of thing, so that we can have some extra. it takes a lot to get a farm started becoming a profitable farm. Once you get the cash flow, though, it's not so bad if you've got it planned out right. You plant the right crops, big enough fields, be able to sell at the right time, make enough money to last you the whole year. And you can do a lot better if you have different crops that you can sell at different times of the year, so that you have different bumps in your cash, so you don't have to do it all at one time. We'll have to see what kind of yield we get off of this field and the other field. I also need to check to see when we need to sell the wheat and barley that we have. I'm tempted to get some chickens too. I might go ahead and do that once we sell some of that lumber. Get us a chicken pen and some chickens. And we have wheat and barley to feed them. But maybe that we can get us some eggs to kind of supplement our income. I'm a little worried about that wool production in that sheep pen. Somebody else mentioned they had a problem with that. We'll have to see. Maybe me moving that will help. But it's really weird if that is the case, because unless they're doing something under the hood, these are all based on base game mechanics, so an animal pen's an animal pen that's an animal pen. Unless they've gone in and maybe altered the production rate or something. Yeah, I know with the realistic livestock mod, I found out that the sheep don't produce year-round. They only do that They only produce wool in the summertime. And I don't think that applies normally. So I have to do before the next episode. I think, yeah, before the next episode, I'm going to have to do a little research. See who all's doing a series on this map, and I'll have to make sure and edit that out. That was my phone assistant telling me where I live. Just because I said a word that sounded like its name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be not enough. I mean, obviously there's not gonna be enough left to do another field without buying some. I'm just really hoping there's gonna be enough to do this field. Well, we'll go till we run out. And then we'll have to change gears for a little bit. And then come back to it. It's really soaking up the fertilizer, though. I mean, this was a fresh plowed field, so I just don't know if we're going to make it with the fertilizer. Did I have... I may have had a little bit more fertilizer up there. If I do run out of the fertilizer and have enough seed left maybe for this field, then maybe I'll run up there with the... get the Ford with the pallet forks and bring the pallet of fertilize back. We are getting close to being done, though. We are getting close. Yeah, we might have enough to do this whole thing without having to refill. It's gonna be close, though. It's gonna be close. %16. Yeah, we got to think about what we're gonna do for our money on next month. I mean, it at first thought the sawmill would be kind of make this challenge not so hard, but we're not going to keep the sawmill the full time anyway. At least that was never the plan. We just need something to do for the trees that we have here. Be able to make a little money off of them. If they were regular trees, if regular forestry trees, I'd probably cut them up and haul them to the sawmill and not even worry about having a sawmill. But these are those kind that are just the wood. They're the kind that are very difficult to handle and transport. Ooh, we're down to 7%. 7%. That's not good. We got at least probably 3 more passes. I think we'll be okay on the seed for this field. But I don't know. I don't know if we are going to complete the field. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, we might get one more pass out of this. And it looks like we've got 2 passes left. Actually 3. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if that was, yep, I think there's another. Oh. We've got 2 things of fertilizer here. That's a tiny amount. So I'm going to guess that this one that got put over here is going to be hard to get. Now, let me see. If I come at it properly, will it tell me how much is in it? Well, between the 2 of these will be enough. Pretty sure between the 2 of them. All right. Yep, we're still planting. All right. Oh yeah, we'll make it. We'll make it. Just a tiny bit left. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I do believe we've spent enough time today that we will call this today's episode. And for the next episode, we are going to plant the barley field. We're obviously going to have to sell some of that lumber so that we can go buy some seed and fertilize. And then I need to double check and see what our selling strategy for the beef cows are going to be. At what age do we need to sell those guys at? And since we bumped up the time, let's go over and see if we have another. Just that one pallet. And I mean, how many? What do our little sheepy guys have? We only have 4. $37 liters. I'm going to speed time up a little bit. Oh, geez. We keep going deeper and deeper in the hole. They are making wool. That now says 43 liters in that pallet. And if we go look in here, yeah, okay. It is working. Starting to panic about that. All right then. Looks like it's time for a lunch break. So, me and Walter go eat some lunch, and then we'll see you back when we get done, and we'll take some of that stuff to the sale and get us some fertilizer and seeds for this planting season, and we're also going to need to have some stuff for the sugar beets. So, and we're going to need to get a planter for that, and we're going to need to get the harvester for that. So these trees are going to help us out quite a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you haven't already, if you'd subscribe to the channel, and if you liked what you saw today, you'd boop that like button. And if you have any comments or suggestions, I look forward to hearing from you. And other than that, Cousin Skeeter saying bye-bye for now.